Hell in the Qur'an, from the book titled, Meaning of the Qur'an by Muhammad Al-Amrani. The Qur'an describes Jannah, or paradise, as a realm of ultimate felicity, tranquility and delight, reserved for those who led a life of righteousness and obedience to God's commands. The Quranic portrayal of paradise is replete with vivid imagery, and intricate details of its physical and spiritual attributes. It speaks of luxuriant gardens, adorned with verdant trees and flowing rivers, splendid mansions and opulent dwellings embellished with precious gems and gold, where the believers will be surrounded by breathtaking beauty and enjoy perpetual peace and contentment. It depicts paradise as an abode of eternal companionship, boundless joy, exquisite beauty, serene tranquility and blissful reunion with loved ones who also led a life of piety and virtue. The spiritual rewards of paradise are also highlighted in the Qur'an, including the ultimate pleasure of being in close proximity to God and experiencing His infinite mercy and forgiveness. In contrast, hell in the Qur'an is portrayed as a place of retribution and anguish, as a realm of excruciating agony and unrelenting torment reserved for those who have spurned the guidance of God and led a life of rebellion and transgression. Hell in the Qur'an is not a temporal, metaphorical or allegorical punishment as some allege, but a permanent and eternal abode for those who are bent on denying the truth. This, then, is the hell of which you were warned time and again, 36:63, and on the day when those who were bent on denying the truth will be brought within sight of the fire and asked, is not this the truth? 46:34, and on the day when they will be thrust into the hellfire and told, this is the fire which you were bent on calling a lie. 52:13-14, it is the final abode allotted for the sinful, where they will be subjected to intense physical and psychological suffering. On that day his chastisement will be such as none can inflict. 89:24-25, it's another manifestation of God's ultimate justice and mercy. Just because it's punishment for those who rejected God's message and persisted in their deviance, disobedience or hypocrisy, and its mercy for those who are wronged in this life by the sinners, on resurrection day, we shall set up just balance scales, and no soul shall be wronged in the least, even be it the weight of a mustard seed, we shall bring it forth, and none can take count as we do. 21:47, and but he whose balance, of good deeds, is found to be light, will have his home in a bottomless abyss. And what will explain to you what this is? A fire blazing fiercely. 101:8-11, it's not the affliction of a vengeful sustainer, rather the sinners brought upon themselves via their own conscious or unconscious actions. The severity of the torment is proportional to the magnitude of the crime, and the graphical depiction of humans suffering in hell in the Qur'an is deliberately deployed to frighten humans while they are still in this life, lest they repent and cease their wicked ways and listen to the message of their gracious sustainer and redeem themselves. The Qur'an describes hell as blazing fire fueled by men and stones. Fear the fire whose fuel is human beings and stones, which is prepared for those who reject faith. 2:24, Qur'an uses vivid and powerful language to describe the horrors of hell in order to awaken people to the reality of the consequences of their actions. By reminding us of the spiritual reality of hell, the Qur'an seeks to inspire us to lead a righteous life, and to strive to attain salvation in the afterlife. Hell punishment is not bound to physical pain but extends to mental and psychological pain, as the sinners will be left to inner emptiness and despair, cut off from God's mercy. Hell is the ultimate justice, where the punishment is commensurate with the gravity of the sins committed, and the intensity of the suffering is proportionate to the degree of disobedience and transgression in life back in earth. Those who are bent on denying the truth, and die rejecting it, on them is God's curse, and the curse of angels, and of all mankind. They will abide therein, their penalty will not be lightened, nor will they receive respite. 2:161-162, the greater the sin, the greater the punishment. The Qur'an describes the hell as a place of everlasting punishment, where the torment never ceases and the agony is continuous. The people of the hellfire will be surrounded by darkness and despair, cut off from any hope of salvation. They will be in a state of perpetual suffering, with no respite or escape from the torment. It describes the hellfire as a place of intense heat, where the skin will be scorched and burnt, and where there will be no relief from the agony. The people of the hellfire will be given garments of fire to wear, and boiling water to drink, which will only increase their torment. Those who deny their Lord, for them will be cut out a garment of fire. Over their heads will be poured out boiling water. With it will be scalded what is within their bodies, as well as their skins. In addition there will be maces of iron, to punish them. Every time they wish to get away therefrom, from anguish, they will be forced back, and it will be said, taste the penalty of burning. 22:19-22, their drink will be boiling water, in front of such a one is hell, and he is given, for drink, boiling fetid water. 14:16, and their food will be from the tree of deadly fruit or zakum, which the Qur'an describe as, is the paradise a better welcome, or the tree of zakum. Surely, we have caused it to be a trial for evildoers. Behold, it is a tree that spring out from the bottom of the blazing fire. Its crop is as if it were the heads of Satans. On it they shall feed, and with it they shall fill their bellies. Then on top of that they will be given a blend of boiling drink. Then to hellfire they shall be returned. 37:62-68, verily, the tree of deadly fruit will be the food of the sinful. Like molten lead will it boil in the belly, like the boiling of burning despair. 44:43-46.